Hey guys, Miskatonic here. Welcome back to Let's Play the Duchy of Kiev. When we last left off, we just fended off a backstabbing raid from the Khazarians over here. So we do have a truce with them now for, I guess, 10 years, I think, maybe 5. Which gives us a little bit of time to, you know, consolidate and hopefully expand and get stronger for their next inevitable declaration of war. So with that in mind, we'll take a look at our vassal opinions. They pretty high. So I think I might just play through a little bit. We are still broke too, which is always you know, a drawback when it comes to waging war. It doesn't help that we are replenishing this retinue. Alright, so we're out of bankruptcy, and our troop count is doing pretty well. We may even be able to... not quite. And speaking of the Khazarians, I may just move our diplomat over there. Might be a better use for him. Let me make sure I know where he is, though. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he's in Circle. Nope. He is in... reigning in Itol. So he's way over here. Okay. Let's move our diplomat over there. And I suppose that means that we were the best target available. You know, he had the Hashemids over here with no allies and still chose to attack us. Which, you know, I'm not really sure what that says about us, but... Alright, we got a large merchant caravan. As evening falls, the fat merchant sits by the fire and regales you and the rest of the court with stories of his travels. His appetite seems insatiable, but as you do not wish to prove a poor host, you order your servants to bring in a second serving. Tell us more about this mystical realm of Hindustan. Dawn breaks and the caravan prepares to move on. The merchant insists on leaving you a gift, as thanks for your great hospitality. He shouts a terse command in a foreign language, and a young man comes forward. This eunuch will serve you well, the merchant says. His loyalty to you, his new master, shall be beyond reproach. That is very kind. I accept your gift. So all that does is just give us a courtier, I believe. So if we improve relations, hopefully that will discourage him from attacking. Although it looks like he's having some rebellion? This definitely was not here before. It looks like he just let him go, though. It's kind of interesting. He's being attacked by Kumania. Alright. So we might just get replaced with... They might just get replaced with scarier neighbors. For our next target, I'm thinking the Radamichi here. They are in Ruthenia. The Severians here wouldn't be a bad idea either. They're all Russian. But yeah, I'm thinking the Radamichi will be the lucky ones. Alright, my little son Vladimir always has his nose in the scriptures and spends all of his time among the priests. He is such a bright child. He gains a little bit of learning and the trait zealous, which is very good. Premislava is always counting money and makes sure she gets the most out of it. She haggled with a merchant over some sweetmeats until the merchant laughed with frustration and handed over the sweetmeats for a lot less than he had asked for. So I could get her a chance to be greedy, tell her about the joys of giving money. This one guarantees her a stewardship, and greedy's really not that bad. The tax modifier is good. I doubt she'll be rolling anything, but that's fine. Alright, she did become greedy. Okay, so we're slowly gaining some money. Take a look at our vassal opinion. It's a lot lower than I remember, which is good. It might just be all the... it looked worse when there was a longer list. The Count of Turov still hates us, though. Well, he likes us overall, but... Alright, so our first daughter came of age. She's a fortune builder. She's not terrible, I suppose. Let's try to marry her off to someone. Matrilineal? I doubt it. Yeah, only courtiers and priests. Well, in that case, I think the King of Hungary sounds like a pretty good idea. It's actually Arpad himself. Alright, so he accepted. He does have children already, unfortunately. But we'll still have an alliance in the meantime. It's very good stats. Strong and brilliant. A scholar as well. It's interesting. I believe it's about time to go to war. Let's declare on Mr. Radamichi here. I am going to call everyone up. I'm going to see exactly what he can field. I may not need all of my troops. In fact, I probably could just do that with my retinue, but better safe than sorry, I suppose. So we'll gather over here. We could even call in Hungary if we wanted to. I doubt if he does join, we really don't even need him. Alright. So we'll give these troops leaders, and then he's gonna get away. I wonder if I could stop him. Alright, so we'll just wipe out his army. Just makes them more inclined to surrender. And then I'm gonna split in half, approximately. Move them over. And we'll just siege them down the old-fashioned slow way. We're already at 75% just by wiping out their troops. So it shouldn't take very long. We do have a child who needs a guardian. Stanislav can be educated. I usually do stewardship for males and intrigue for the daughters. Yeah, I guess we can do it ourselves. The smallest spider makes my son Vladimir squeal and run for cover. This has started to worry me. Well, we definitely do not want him to get craven, especially since he's our heir. So I'm going to do Fear is the Mind Killer. It's a good quote from Dune. It's only 25% chance of getting brave, but it does make him lose craven for sure. So he didn't get brave, though. Alright, so eventually one of these will fall. We might only need one to end the war. Alright, so Spislava is pregnant again. And Roslavi has fallen. It's still not enough. It's still not 100%, but let's continue sieging. And we have 100%. Vessel inheritance, let's see what's gonna happen. His heir is another heir to a duchy. It's interesting because he doesn't hold the title anymore, so I'm not really sure why that happens. But the other one did go away eventually, so it could be just something, and it'll correct itself. So we have managed to incur a little bit more penalties, in opinion-wise, but nothing too worrying. I think I might just go directly into attacking Chernigov here. The Severians. I mean, the quicker we get stronger, the less likely it is to tempt the fate of Khazaria or, you know, Cumania, whoever. Let's see what they have here. Nothing too scary. I'm gonna dismiss the vassals of my the people who hate me the most. So that means Korsun, I believe. Yeah, Korsun does not approve of this, so we'll get rid of this, and then we'll also drop Turov. And yeah, maybe Osrich too. Where is that? Oh, it's one of my private holdings. Okay. So I suppose we can get rid of that too. And I still don't really need this many troops. But we'll meet in Kiev. These guys will be dismissed. Would definitely not mind another retinue. It's going to be a while, though. Just making sure these guys are Russian. Pretty sure they are. One of my biggest pet peeves is having vassals of a different culture. It just doesn't feel, I don't know, secure. Alright, so he's going to be running to Roslavel. We'll chase him. And he's trying to cross the river, which is a pretty good idea. I'm going to run here. This should keep him there. And then I think from here we can get there in time to stop him. Alright, he's running 28th November. That's not, in fact, enough time to stop him. One thing I could do is... I could split these guys in half. Uh-oh. What happened? Into roughly equal groups, and then, that's good enough. So we'll move this guy here. This will stop him. I assume it will stop him from moving. This way we can easily catch him now, and we'll just converge on him. See? And he was almost wiped out. We did capture him, so that's the end of the war right there. Alright, so we have a vassal here who is Russian, vassal here, also Russian, and Bryansk is Russian. So far everything's been intact. Our only issue is this Baron right here, who is Norse. I'm going to have to keep an eye out. Hopefully I'll be able to educate one of his heirs at some point and, you know, maybe convert him to Russian. But for now, everything's looking good. Retinue's up to 1,000. I was doing some reading on the forums, and, you know, a few patches ago, at least before Old Gods anyway, it was a given that the racial retinues were the best. There was just no comparison because of the stat increases they would get. But with the new patch, they gave bonuses to every retinue, so they're all useful in their own way. And I was reading on, you know, the best compositions, or, you know, to something that effect. And actually, what I read was that skirmish units are arguably the most powerful. You know, there's always cases to be made for other compositions. And in fact, I was reading that you want to kind of have a ratio of like 3-to-1, I guess, of skirmish and a shield wall, or a shock retinue. I was just reading that archers are very, very strong in this game, and so having mass amounts of them is a good idea. And it also was saying that, you know, since it has the lowest cost to create it, retinue cap-wise, you have more of them in general, just more numbers of them, and it makes sieges better because, you know, you just have more troops to assault through. So I'm going to give that a try. For roleplay purposes, I tend to enjoy the racial retinue. Russian, it's a Druzina retinue, which is just pure heavy infantry, and it's probably really good. But I'm going to give this a shot first. So we're now at 1,036. 200 more, we'll be able to get another shock, or a skirmish retinue. Alright, so that's that duchy taken. We still need a few up here from the Krivians, and then we also need these 4 over here, which are held by the what does that say? Mesheras and the Meromians. So Hopefully 3 more wars will have united the entire kingdom of Ruthenia. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode. Thank you for watching.